there were things that were said that shouldn't have been said. Okay? Alright? But not meant in a nasty way. It's just that because they were said, they can't be unsaid, if that can make sense, yeah? And sometimes,
From,
you know,
say myself, or from my husband, or just in the family situation.
in the family, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel as though because of this, I think sometimes the rawness has to wear off before you can actually. It's not been that long, is it? No. So
Just to know that it's okay.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, this is just a shell. Yeah. What's left after we pass is energy. Okay. And energy can go wherever it wants. Okay. It feels no pain. Yeah. Because the only reason we feel pain is because we have a brain. Okay. We have nerve endings. Yeah. But once all that's gone, there is no pain. There is nothing that would make somebody feel unhappy or unrelaxed. They will remember things that happened, but it doesn't affect them in the same way as it would affect us. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just difficult because it's such a huge family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's loads of different emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, I've got something I'm not there, you.
And can I just ask you, who do you think the two leaders that come through?
The who, sorry?
The two leaders that come through?
For you?
Yeah.
If I said to you, I'm feeling perhaps mother and there's possible it could have been a sister. If it wasn't a sister, it was somebody very close to you.
Yeah.
Alright? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, we've got another one here. Come to you, Zach.
My little grandson
Yeah.
is 5.
Yeah, just to see.
He died. My husband died a week before he was.
3 weeks before
3 weeks
before
before he
And
was
you
born.
feel as though he has the same sort of traits.
He knows. He talks to him. I take him up to the grave, and he said, "Bye, Grandad." And Grandad's laughing at me. Grandad loves me. Grandad's told me he loves me. And he's
That's not unusual.
that age.
Right. We're all born with different ability. Yeah? And the only thing that stops us from using that ability is the fact that it's conditioned out of us at a young age.
Right.
Okay? We're all born with it.
Yeah.
So children are very,
Yes.
accepting of spirit.
Yeah.
But as we get to kind of school age,
Yeah.
it's conditioned out of us. Because don't say that, you'll get bullied. Don't say that, people think you're
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. We sat at the dining table, weren't we, having tea? And he said, "Do you realise Grandad loves me?" Just out of the blue. Just out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I went, well, joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandad does love you.
Yeah.
So
There's
much.
nothing to worry about.
And he never saw. He never
No,
saw.
there's nothing to worry about.
Never
Because,
saw.
children see spirit better than adults do because they have not had the restrictions of their
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
I think me and that lady are both interested in the Joan name. Said you covered it like
Oh, Joan name. Yeah.
Well, to be quite honest, I have no idea what she wants, but she came through and just said it's Joan. So, obviously, wanting to come through and just let you know they're there. Okay? Yeah?
Your
Sometimes.
grandma died. When did she die? About a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Years ago.
Oh, your mum's.
But sometimes they just want to, want to just get in there.
Oh, your mum's.
Okay, not always, they don't always bring a message sometimes, they just want to let you know that.
Yes.
When you said about children and stuff, what age do you say, like, children-wise, what is the age where it kind of not really sense things, you know, when they turn into an adult. Just my son said certain things to me where he's freaked him out
Yeah,
and he's wanted to sleep in bed with me,
yeah.
and he's a teenager.
Oh.
Where he's seen things.
Someone in your house.
Yeah, and he's said when he's been pushed down at the end of his
Right.
bed.
Oh,
And he
okay, that
described
sounds more like sleep paralysis to me.
He said that he's seen something.
Yeah.
He described the height,
Right,
but he
But
couldn't
it's happened to Alexa's daughter as well when she's been there. They've
So
both
it's
seen
how
something.
the regular thing.
all right, well, it could be something that is going on in the house, but also I wouldn't dismiss sleep paralysis because it can happen to several people. It's not, it doesn't have to just be for one person.
Yes.
But,
Constantly me.
yeah, I mean, I'm just reassuring him, to be quite honest, and just say to him, look, you know, to be quite honest, it's very, very rare that anything would hurt you spiritually.
Yeah.
Right? Very rare,
Yeah.
okay? You've got more worry about, you know, the living.
But
Yeah.
he can describe the eyes, but not the face. And he can say whether it's a male or a female, and whether it's drug, whether it's sad, and everything.
Right.
He's never said that they have
Right.
bad intentions.
Okay, did he feel that he couldn't move when he saw it?
No, he felt like he had to leave the room.
Had to leave
because
the
he was
room,
just a
yeah,
bit worried.
yeah. But he felt that something was pressing down on him.
Sat on the bottom of his bed.
Or something.
So it felt like someone sat
Yeah.
on with that.
Well, what I would say is that maybe if it's very difficult with kids, especially if they're scared, for them to kind of make a,
He's
you
a
know,
believer.
communicate with them.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if he can, without getting too scared, ask what they want.
Yeah. Okay.
But don't be too shocked if they do answer you.
Yeah. I just got a feeling that there's a lot of presence in the house. Sometimes I feel like it's negative,
Yeah,
but a lot of the time I've been told it's very busy.
yeah, yeah. I think sometimes that, you know, if there is someone who is spiritually inclined, you will find that there is a lot of energy around them, and often you do need to get some kind of help with them figuring out how to handle it. Okay?
Is that something that you do?
I could
Just
but
throwing it at you.
But I am in Sheffield. So
It's not too
bit of a trek.
Yeah. I mean, is it negative if I can
No,
feel it?
I don't know it is. I think sometimes if we get scared, we perceive things to be negative, and they, most of the time they're not.
Yeah.
I was remember years ago, my son, when he was young, he said to me, I keep hearing all these voices talking at once. It's like, you know, being in a room full of people and they're all, you know, having a conversation.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, he said, what do I do about it? And I tried to reassure him, and, you know, because I'm his mum, he wouldn't believe me, so I took him to somebody else who tried to reassure him. And we both said to him, next time, ask who they are and what they want.
Yeah.
So one night, I'm sat in the house, he comes flying in the door, bang goes the door, rings his bedroom, bang went the bedroom door. I said, what on earth's the matter? He said, I heard this voice, he said, and I said, who is it? And he answered me.
Yeah.
I said, but it was two people in one night, and it was just a bit like, I didn't know what to say as a mum. And he said that he could feel bed dipping on the bed, and then he saw the next one stood in his doorway. It can never describe the face, but it can describe the height and stuff.
Yeah, well, I would say to you that he's very probably has got the ability, okay? Because don't forget that it doesn't get conditioned out of all of us.
No.
Because, I mean, I was my mum's worst nightmare because I was this high and I was saying things to people I shouldn't say to people.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was little, it was a big no-no.
Yeah,
It was the type of thing you only talked about behind closed doors.
yeah,
Yeah, because it was akin to witchcraft and if you were a witch, you know.
yeah.
Don't forget, up until 1951, you could still be tried as a witch. in
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
So, you know, so people were very kind of, that's not something you talk about out in the open. It's to be kept.
Is it family members that tend to be around yourself?
Most
around
of the
town?
time, but sometimes you do have spirits that hang about in a particular location.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, you think about it. Say you've got someone who lived in a house for most of their lives, and they were happy there. Why wouldn't they want to stay?
yeah. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
taking everyone's time.
Okay, all right.
It's just my daughter's seeing this particular,
It's
the
related
same
to it.
kind of figure, and they can both say, yeah, that was a female, and she's in a separate bedroom to him.
Yeah.
But this one person beside his bedroom is completely different. Oh, well, it was just the same,
Yeah.
same description.
Yeah, well, sometimes, I mean, sometimes it does run in families where you do get, you know, both. And if it is something in particular there, then why wouldn't they have the same description?
Yeah.
Yeah, was there a
Thank you.
query down there?
Yeah, there's a couple of things really. I'd like to know if spirit know if they're on their own or not when they pass. And also, if somebody's done wrong in this life, do they know the spirit? Is there any, there's no clue you first for the living still? I don't know.
Right. If I say to you, are you talking about somebody who's just done something wrong or somebody that
Somebody's done
is
something
really
wrong.
bad?
No, somebody's done something wrong, not necessarily bad person to the last, but has done something wrong at some point and left God to the living, shall we say.
If it has affected the living, and it has caused them a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, yeah? As in perhaps if someone's committed suicide, for instance. Okay? Yeah? Then often they will come and apologise to you for hurting you. But don't forget, and I don't mean this in a very nasty way, because I mean I've had people that have committed suicide I've been very close to. But don't forget that when someone is in that state of mind, they become very selfish. And the only person they think about is themselves. They don't think about other people.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's not meant in a nasty way, because it doesn't mean they don't love you.
What
It's
about
just at that time they don't
It
think
might be
about
done
it.
before the suicide, I mean, because that's to me sometimes, not always, sometimes could be about cowards they are when they've done something wrong.
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all. Sometimes people just get so desperate and they don't feel that perhaps that life's worth living, or that, you know, they might be a particularly low ebb, they might be a depressive who just doesn't think they're ever going to get any better. It can be any of those things. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what went on in your son's mind, but I can tell you how I felt at the time when I tried to commit suicide. Okay? And that was that at that particular time, I just felt that life wasn't worth living. I felt as though I'd lost everything that I loved, and that I just didn't want to be here anymore. But the only thing that really actually saved me at that time was my little dog. And I woke up to it in my face.
They're on their own when they cross over, or
Not necessarily, because don't forget that energy is drawn to other like energy. So if they have relations or friends on the other side, then the energy will emanate. Okay? Yep. But to be quite honest, it doesn't mean to say, you know, necessarily that that person, it's not a coward's way out. It takes a lot of, it takes a lot of courage to do that.
Wow, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Anybody else?
I actually have a question.
Yes?
Okay, so I've got 3 cats.
Yes.
Boy cats, because long story short, I'm in a same-sex relationship, and I can't have kids naturally.
Yeah.
So I treat my cats. This is the relevance of the cats.
Yeah.
They like my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So
Like that.
what I fear is because I live local. There's a lot of traffic and everything. If one of them was to be run over or be killed, or
Yeah.
it would be absolutely devastating for me.
Yes, it is devastating.
You know, but I wondered if animals. I'm sorry, I go a lot of. I make a lot of stuff, don't I? So.
A lot of animals come through from spirit.
Yeah. Do they have that energy that
Yes.
that maybe they'll
Often
join
we
us?
get a
or-
lot of animals come through from spirit. Don't get any here tonight, but we do. I mean, I've had horses, I've had dogs, I've had cats, I've had budgies, rabbits. I've had all sorts come through.
Yeah, I treat my dog like a child.
Yeah.
My baby, so yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, they're nice
Children as well.
Yeah.
So I would take
But I know it is devastating when you lose them, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my cat got run over, oh God, must be about 7 years ago now.
Yeah.
He used to go out, and I used to say to him, "You've got to be back by 9 o'clock, because I'm
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what time he said, whether it was 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, he would be there outside the window
Yeah.
waiting to come in.
Yeah.
And this particular day, I was sat there and I thought, oh my God, he's not going to come home today.
Oh, weird,
And I
yeah.
looked at the clock and he was late. And then my next door neighbour knocked on my door and said to me, what colour is your cat got?
Oh.
And she said, he's on the steps, we've like got 3 million steps between our 2 properties. And I went down and he was barely alive. And somebody had run over and put him on the steps because they knew where he lived. And they hadn't got the decency to knock on the door. And I know really a lot of that stupid thing about it. But if was the woman bought me some flowers the next day.
But if they had let you know, you could have lived.
I don't think so, because he died in my arms. But, you know, and it's devastating. It's just about
Horrible.
You know, the thing is, I like to believe that maybe one day I shall see them all again.
Yeah, I know that same stepdad died. Would all those dogs have passed me all around it?
Yeah, all the dogs that I went through on my picture, they're all dead. Right? We have got dogs at home. Oscar, Alfred, Jim John, and Sally on the ground. They're all gone.
The thing is, I do often get people who have a lot of animals, and they do tend to all be flocking around them.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a lot of people where I've said to them, oh, you know, you've got this certain dog,
Yeah.
this dog, and this dog.
Yeah.
You know, so yes.
Yes.
Can I just go back to like family members and stuff like that?
Yeah.
If you feel like, for example, myself, I don't know the best way to put it. When I'm on my own, in my home, I've got a home, I do have a dog. But you know when you think something catches your eye and you turn around, but it's not actually a dog.
Yeah.
And you see something black,
Yeah.
but you don't know, you can't describe what it is. Is that somebody from the world kind of
That's what we
vibe?
call shadow people.
Which you don't know what those are yet, whether they're good or bad.
I'm joking, yeah, not necessarily. Not necessarily good or bad. Sometimes, though, if I said to you that when spirit appears to you, they're not just going to pop up in front of you in a full-blown apparition, you know, solid.
Yeah.
Because if they do,
My
you'll
grandma
probably
did.
join them on the other side.
My grandma did to my daughter.
Yeah, but sometimes it can happen, but what I'm saying is very rarely do they do it.
Yeah, when you think you've seen something, but you haven't.
Yes. So that's their way, is kind of.
I'm kind of
you know.
saying I'm here, but it's not
Yeah.
always negative.
In September, I went in hospital. I got pneumonia. And every night, my husband hated it. Now, I was absolutely exhausted because obviously when I woke up, he wasn't there.
Maybe when you're asleep.
It upset me, but he comes every single night in my dream.
Sometimes they do that because they want you to know that they're there, but often it's because they want to know the night of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
And it all comes to you,
No, and I was choking for 5 nights. I didn't sleep properly. And it was the first time I'd seen his face
Yeah.
when he died.
Did it give you comfort?
Very much so.
There you go.
I cried when I woke up because he wasn't there.
But it gave you comfort at that time.
That is the first time when I was ill that I'd seen his face in my dreams.
And who was that?
Never ever saw his face when I was ill, I did. Yeah. And he was telling me, I'm really sorry, I didn't really want to go.
Yeah.
And that was it. I was exhausted. I was exhausted.
It's very fun. Yes, Don.
Sorry, I turned over to the room. I get a lot of smells. It's not body odor.
That is the most common way that spirit will come to you. Because it's non-invasive, it's not alarming.
Yeah.
You know, often you will get smells of cooking, you'll get smells of perfume, tobacco smoke, things like that.
Shoe polish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how to ring it. Yeah, I did
I'm certain that you had a message. It was like a voice in my head.
Yeah.
It was like someone standing right next to me.
Yeah.
And they said something to me. And it shocked me, it upset me. But what they said happened.
Yes.
Oh.
It wasn't a nice message. And it wasn't a nice
No,
message.
but sometimes you sleep, spirit
I was
will,
wide awake.
sometimes spirit will warn you if there is something that they feel that is going to cause you problems.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. My husband died. And somebody came to me just a few weeks beforehand
Yeah,
and said he's not coming home. That was all they said.
Yeah.
He's not coming home.
yeah.
He just went away. And it was like,
I know sometimes it can be alarming, but also sometimes it's almost like trying to prepare you.
Right.
it did. Because I was thinking, oh, what's going there? That's what I said, cat.
Because,
Yeah.
because the thing is sometimes, if we don't know that someone is going to pass, we don't always say the things that we need to say to them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Still doing that.
No, but, yeah, but,
Maybe it's.
yeah, but, I'm terrible for doing that, yeah. I'm terrible for doing that. I get these gut instincts, I think, I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't trust that, or I shouldn't, you know, be around that person. And then I go, stop being paranoid then.
Yeah.
That's what I knew. Everybody thought I was lying.
It's like, you know, if you're walking around the cinema, do you get like spirits Do you see spirits and think, oh, who are you?
The thing is, I'm very much against giving random messages to people.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how many people do.
I was gonna
Just approach
say,
somebody in
yeah.
the supermarket and just.
You know,
No, because I tend to switch off. I have myself in work mode.
switch that off.
I'm here, work mode tonight, as soon as I get out.
Oh, that's good then.
Right, okay. Do you hear that or do you see them?
I am multi-sense, so it depends a lot on where I'm working, who I'm working with, and that's both who is here or who is up
Is it kind of who pushes through first?
Because sometimes I do see them and I can describe them as I see them. Sometimes I feel them. Sometimes I hear them and you've got a little gnat or some sort of thing.
Sorry to interrupt. I've heard the longer that they pass, the harder it is for them to come through. No.
Not at all. A lot of it is to do with their beliefs. Yes, go on.
Sorry, can you mess up somebody's house by saging it? Wrongly.
By saying it wrong.
Saging the house
She feels
wrongly.
that my house has a bad presence.
Her,
Everybody can feel
her house was alright until I wrongly said, let's cleanse it. I don't think I did it right, and now it's I don't like being in her house. So I'm just asking, did I break her house
If
or
I
not?
say to you, don't mess with stuff you don't understand.
Yeah.
So you can sage it wrong then? You can be honest, Mum.
They got to the
You
point where,
can't say anything wrong.
You can't.
No.
So she basically got to the point where
But if I say to you, sometimes, if the spirit doesn't want to be moved, it won't.
They won't go.
Okay?
yeah, just because when you open the door, she will feel okay, have a nice family day out. I just step through the door. And
Downstairs, her house is nice.
Right, that's how.
Upstairs, her house is very heavy.
tell me I'm moving out.
Being negative about it.
I told you to move out, I'll stay there.
Blame it on life. Because nothing goes right in life, believe me.
Well,
You know,
just,
you know, you think you're on a winner and then just suddenly,
Yeah, it just feels though, now as if you step through that door, close the door, and it's like.
yeah, but don't make it feel like that.
Your own little.
You can make it feel like home. It's about how you treat it and how you
Yeah.
respond to it.
yeah.
Okay? Last one. Yes, what? Oh, you're going to ask her.
Yes.
When she saged your house, did you say anything when she was saging it?
Yes.
I didn't.
Oh, no, you should have. It's not her house, it's yours.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to own your house. You tell who's ever in it, this is my house.
She tells me all the
You will
time.
be, this is my house.
Yeah, I did it before, kind of like.
So you have to basically, if you're going to stage your house, you're the one that has to stage it. Go around every corner
It's
of
not
the
my
room
fault
and say,
then,
this is
that's
my
fine.
house. You are not welcome here. This is your house, this is mine.
Yeah, but if you are doing that, and that spirit actually
don't wanna
owns
go.
that house beforehand, they're not going to be happy about that, believe me. That's asking for trouble.
And I don't want to flush anybody out.
That's asking for trouble. I would just say, just make your house your home. Okay? Make it a happy place. And thank you so much for being Thank you very much.
You will be brilliant.
I've been on the rabbit hole.
Right, I'm going down.
It's a choose your own.
Oh, there you go.
So what?
Put it down.
Who's jumped on? 395. Bingo!
Shout louder, now listen.
I'm going to get the microphone next time, I think. Bellow out. I just want to say thank you everybody for coming up and joining Scarlett, Brenda and myself. So I hope to see you all again. If you haven't followed Scarlett on Instagram and Facebook, please do. Brenda, do you have a page?
Yes, you know I do. I'm 2 pages.
If you do have any questions, please do get in touch. I'm sure Brenda would like to hear
Yeah, you
feedback.
can find me under my name, Brenda Diskin.
Brenda Diskin.
So, just, I think it's Brenda Diskin Media on Facebook, I believe, but put my name in.
That's it.
Stick my name into Google.
Something
One last thing. If you want to join the group that I've set up for further medium nights, well, I'll be based up at the lounge after this one. So the lounge on Back Street in Ilford, if you're not. It's just that I can send out when I'm posting the events out to pages, I sometimes get a lot of negative feedback which can stop other people from seeing it.
Yeah.
So I've set up a little group. So if you're interested, I would like to bring you all in and make it a safe space basically for people to discuss straight out. It's the first event I'm seeing.
Well, thank
That my mum, yeah. That's Jen, that's brilliant. Can you find yourself on Instagram for me, please? I'm very busy. Just follow. Do it. There you are. Thank you very much.
Yeah.